I've added some newer, more niche fragrances into my collection, and I really wanted to just do a dedicated video to these today. Most of these are somewhat newer releases, and what I mean by like a niche fragrance is they're not like your typical designer brand that's sold at Sephora or Ulta. A lot of these are a little more pricey, and you can often find them on more niche websites like Luckyscent or Twisted Lily. So I'm going to show you guys some of my new faves that I like so much that I added them into my collection, and a couple that I was sampling that maybe weren't my favorite. So let's get into it. I have been meaning to talk about this one for so long on my channel. Well, it feels like forever, but this is such a love for me. It might be my favorite of all the ones I am mentioning today. But I've had this for a couple months now, and I just have to share. This is the Peach Macaron fragrance from Theodoris Kalotinis, and this brand, oh my gosh, they do some incredible gourmands. I've tried a lot of them. There's been some hits and some misses, but this was a hit. They actually launched this with 3 other gourmands that I was sampling. I did sample this one as well, and this was the full size I decided to go with, but there is still a couple in here that I really like. But yeah, Peach Macaron. Oh my gosh, this is the most delicious edible peach scent. I've been looking for this kind of scent. It smells so decadent. Let's do a little spritz here. You are not ready for this one. This smells like the most creamy, like vanillic peaches and cream, like peach legitimate ice cream scent. It smells so realistic. The peach is like soft, it's juicy, but oh wow, it truly does smell like peach ice cream. The main fragrance notes in here include burnt sugar, vanilla, peach, and macaron. I would say, to me, I get more peach ice cream than I do like a peach macaron. I think they're trying to achieve maybe that macaron vibe with the burnt sugar note, but don't be scared by that. No, it doesn't smell actually like burnt, if that makes sense, but it's more like, I don't know, more toasty, like crystallized in a way, kind of how like Aquilina Pink Sugar has their almost like burnt sugar note, but I get mostly like so sweet, delicious peaches and cream. It is seriously the most intoxicating, decadent peach scent, the peach scent of my dreams. I cannot say enough good things about this one. I brought this one with me to New York City a couple weeks ago, and one of the hotel workers was like, "What is that smell? Is that you? That smells so good." And I feel like he didn't know because it's like a different kind of scent. Like maybe it's not like the typical perfume scent. Like this is definitely giving gourmand and edible. And I was like, oh yeah, it is me. It's the new peach scent that I got. And he's like, wow, that smells incredible. So definitely a compliment getter for sure. And oh wow, if you love gourmands, I know peach can be a hit or miss note for some, but if you want like a true peaches and cream scent and like you know that's what you're gonna like and what you're looking for, I think you're going to really love this. It doesn't really have, to me, like any florals. I feel like a lot of peach scents go very florally. No, this is just straight peaches and cream, peach ice cream deliciousness, and it's a must-have. You can find this one on Luckyscent. I'll have the link down below. I do have a code for them to save a little bit of money because their stuff is a little pricey, LeahJanae 10. But yeah, this is so good, and I think it's extremely strong and very long-lasting as well. Now, as I mentioned, I did sample the other 3 scents in this collection that came out, and I just was not as wowed as I was with the peach one because it was just so different. But let's do the marzipan gourmand. If you know me, I love almond, I love marzipan, so I was really excited for this one. But when I smelled this, I was a little bit let down because it reminds me so much of their almond tart fragrance that they came out with. That was an exclusive for Luckyscent, and it's more of a cherry almond. But now that I'm smelling this again, I am getting more of like a almond pastry, almost like I'm getting some spice, like almost cinnamon spice in there as well, but it is definitely a very cherried almond. I was hoping for a little bit more like true almond extract type of scent, so I wasn't really blown away by this one. It was probably my least favorite of the line. The notes include almonds, marzipan, sugar, marshmallow, but yeah, I am getting more of like a slight spice to it now. I want to put it on my skin. I feel like I just need to smell it on the skin sometimes. Yeah, on the skin I definitely get the cherry note though. Not as much on paper, but It does smell like an almond dessert, but I think if I'm going for almond dessert, I'm gonna pick Mirage Gourmand over this any day of the week. I did feature that one in my favorite fall scents video. It's also on Luckyscent, but if you're looking for a better almond gourmand, I would definitely go with Mirage Gourmand. That's giving like true almond croissant with longevity and also this gorgeous deeper base to it that really sticks on the skin. It is stunning. This one, not really up to my expectations. I also tried the matcha ice cream and I was excited for this one as well, but again, I wasn't blown away. This one definitely gives more of a fresh tea vibe than Ultra Gourmand. I get a little bit more fruity notes, which is not really what I was wanting. I was wanting more like that vanillic type of sweet matcha, and I have my perfect matcha scent. I was just gonna see if this was comparable. I still need to do a video on this brand, but this is from Source, and this is Matcha Made in Heaven, and this is that vanillic matcha latte with like sweet cream on top. It is so good. Like, you smell the matcha, but you get a lot of vanilla too, so it's not like overpowering. If you're looking for a true matcha ice cream vibe, this one is definitely closer in my opinion. This one's a little cheaper too, but from Source, I need to do that video soon going over their scents. They are like a smaller indie brand. You can only get their stuff on their website, which I will link them down below as well, but their shipping time is going to be longer because they are made to order, so do keep that in mind. It's gonna take a bit to get your fragrances, but it is worth it. So I do have a video on those coming. I'm just waiting on one more scent that I ordered from them to come in the mail. But yeah, you would not be disappointed if you want a true matcha ice cream scent. I would get that one over this Theodoris Kalotinis. This one has matcha tea, lime zest, which that's what I'm getting a lot of in this. I don't really like that at all. Vanilla, sugar, matcha ice cream, and crispy waffle cone. Okay, now this one I think is actually really good. This is their tiramisu, and this one definitely smells realistic to a tiramisu dessert. Oh, you definitely get the delicious like roasted coffee, but also there's like a creaminess, there's caramel notes. Oh my god, that is so good. It smells exactly like tiramisu. Notes are mascarpone, vanilla, biscuits, sugar, espresso, coffee, cocoa, and marsala wine. So yeah, it doesn't really have a caramel note, but I feel like coffee scents can lean a little bit caramely, but that is delicious. So another realistic one. Those are definitely like my top two from Theodoris Kalotinis, the peach macaron and the tiramisu. Those are my favorites of the bunch. Now let's go into more kind of peach scent territory. I did want to mention this one that I sampled as well. I sampled this one first before peach macaron, and I was thinking about getting it. It is Sarah Baker's Pastel Rumours. I feel like this one went a little bit viral on TikTok. I know Kathleen Lights did a video raving about it, if you didn't know. OG beauty YouTuber Kathleen Lights has a fragrance TikTok, Kathleen Smells, where she goes over a lot of scents, so I love following her over there. And I did really like this one. I was definitely thinking about getting a full bottle, but there is definitely something that's a little bit funky in this. But when I got the peach macaron, it was over. Like, that was the one for me, and this one, yeah, no thank you. The peach macaron definitely did it better. I do feel like they are kind of similar in a way, but yeah, the Sarah Baker, this one just has a little more like musky. This Sarah Baker one is also on Luckyscent if this is something that you kind of want to sample first, because yeah, on Luckyscent and on Twisted Lily you can order samples, which I highly recommend because these perfumes are pricey and you want to make sure it's something you like. And Luckyscent does do sprays now, which is so nice. They only did little dab-ons before, and I feel like you couldn't really get a good read for the scent, so now they do sprays for the same price to sample, which is amazing. So I'm always on Luckyscent ordering a bunch of things to try. The notes on Pastel Rumours, this one actually has peach, Fruit Loops, milk, ginger, cardamom. I think that's what's giving it kind of a funk to it. Caramel, orris, custard cream, vanilla, and musk. But yeah, this one's a little too musky for me, but still a really great peach scent. But I don't think you need both the peach macaron and Pastel Rumours, if that helps you at all. Now, I don't know if you guys are tired of peach scents yet, but I figured I would just put them all in a row. But clearly peach is a note that I really enjoy. But yeah, it's been hard to find peaches that don't smell too floral. I did get this one. This is the Maison Mataha Peche, I think is how you say, Velours. I was at the Luckyscent store in New York. It's called Scent Bar. They also have one in LA when I was there a couple weeks ago, and I was smelling everything, and this one was definitely very high up there for me. I did get this one sent from Luckyscent as well, so this one was PR, but it is beautiful. I do really like the Mason Mataha line. They are pricey, but they make some beautiful, just unique fragrances. They made Escapade Gourmand, which is one of my favorite creme brulee scents. They did come out last year with Brownie Pop, and they also had like a strawberry one. Those were not my favorite, but I do really like this peach one. And this one's definitely different than the other peaches that I was talking about. This one's going to be more of your fresher peach, so it's not going to be as edible as the peach macaron or the Pastel Rumours. This one has a little more like almost fresh, but it's not too floral. You still get a sweet peach note in here, but I do find this one to be a little bit more wearable if you're not really into those kind of heavy true gourmand scents. Overall, I feel like the Mason Mataha line in general just has a lighter vibe to it. Like, it's not gonna make you sneeze, if that makes sense, when you spray it, but they do last on the skin, and the bottles are so beautiful. But yeah, I don't really have a peach scent like this one either. I just think this is a great like daily wear, non-offensive kind of peach scent where it's not gonna be too much if you are kind of unsure about a peach note. I definitely think this one is worth sampling to see if it's something you like. I know when I first sprayed this on, I kind of almost got reminded of like a delicious sweet peach tea. That's kind of what it reminded me of, but not too floral, not too much of those like heavy tea leaves or like any lemon whatsoever in this one. So if you're looking for a sweet kind of fruity floral peach scent, I think this one is really fun and again great for daily wear. The notes include peach, violet, tuberose, jasmine, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. It's still very creamy and fresh and not too overpoweringly like floral. Moving on, we have this one from Akro. I was really interested in picking this one up, so this one was also gifted to me. This was gifted from Twisted Lily, so I will definitely have their link down below, as well as my code LeahJanae if you guys want to shop them. I know I have like 2 different codes. I try to usually make it LeahJanae for everything, so yeah, LeahJanae if you're looking to shop on Twisted Lily. They also offer samples in spray bottles, which is amazing, or on Luckyscent, LeahJanae 10. But yeah, all that info is down below. And you can use that on their whole site on any fragrances. I think you get 10% off with each code. But Akro Crush, this one really intrigued me because it has main notes of rose and macaron, and I love a sweet rose fragrance. I need to do a whole video dedicated to my gourmand rose scents because I do have a lot in my collection. I love a sweet rose, but I don't like a plain rose. Like if it's just gonna be straight floral rose, no thank you. But when you add the gourmand notes in, I am here for it. And this actually does smell exactly like a rose macaron. It smells like eating one, if that makes sense. And I love rose macarons. It's interesting. It's that interesting flavor profile where you are getting a little bit of floral, but also the sweetness. I love a rose latte as well. I don't know. It's just one of my favorite, like, interesting flavors, which sounds weird, but trust me, it's good. I am dying to get back to Disney World to go to Cake Bake Shop and drink their rose latte. Oh my gosh, that was so good. But anyways, back to this one right here. I do like Akro's fragrances. They created Bake as well, which is their really popular lemon. But yeah, this is a gorgeous, it's a powdery rose for sure. So if you don't like powder notes, this is probably not going to be for you. And it's going to have that powdery rose, very heavy in the opening. And then it does get a little sweeter as it dries down. And you almost get that very soft cookie macaron note towards the base. But if you don't like a powdery rose, this is not going to be for you. But I do love that it adds in that gourmand essence as well, because if it was just straight floral powder, I would not be interested. But the sweet and crunchy macaron notes definitely make this a winner for me. And again, I do find this one to be pretty strong and long lasting as well. And I love the pretty pink bottle here. The notes on this one include roasted almond, lychee. I love a lychee note. Heart of Bulgarian rose, praline, and a base of vanilla. So yeah, that vanilla is definitely going to come through as it sits on the skin. But it is truly rose macaron in a bottle, very true to what they're going for. Now I do just want to hint on some other scents I tried while I was in the Luckyscent store, and I did write like a little quick review on them while I was in store smelling everything. I will say I was really let down by Room 1015. They came out with their scent called Love-O-Matic, and I was so intrigued because it was really hyping up this bubblegum note, but it's also supposed to smell really fresh and clean. So when I got in the store, I was like, I need to smell this. I am so curious. That honestly sounds amazing to me, like a fresh bubblegum, but I didn't really get the bubblegum note when I sprayed it on my skin, and even let it sit in store, it was not pulling for me whatsoever. So I was really sad about that. I thought it could be so good because I love how Skylar like does their Boardwalk Delight, where it's like a clean cotton candy. This needed the bubblegum note amped up, and I was so disappointed because I think that could be such a fun scent. To me, it was just giving fresh, clean laundry, which if that's your vibe, maybe you're interested in checking this one out, and maybe you will pick up a little bit of those sweeter notes, but it was definitely a pass for me. I was so shocked because I did try the Obvious perfume company. They came out with 2 scents. Both were really nice, but their Plum Cream, that one was new, and I could not believe how much it smelled like the new Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. Obviously, they were not inspired by each other because they both came out around the same time, but I was like, this literally smells the same. I don't know which one is cheaper. I know Obvious Perfumes is pretty comparable to designer prices like Marc Jacobs. It's like an ambery plum with some woody notes, and it smelled exactly like the Marc Jacobs. I was shocked. I also tried their Dolce de Leche, which that one was good. It was definitely giving like a caramel toffee drizzled popcorn though. So I know some people can be iffy on the popcorn, but I did like it. I need to like actually buy a sample of it and just get it home and test it out. But in store, it was smelling real good. But I do have a lot of those kind of caramely popcorn scents, and like usually I'm just gonna go for Sol de Janeiro 71 because that's like my favorite. But yeah, that's just a couple of the new scents I tried while I was in store that I wanted to just share some quick thoughts about if they were something that you were wondering, because I know like if you're looking for those more hard to get gourmands, like the niche websites are usually where you're going to find them. Although I feel like now gourmands are becoming more popular and accessible, and I find myself not buying as much niche fragrances because I don't want to spend over $200 on something. Like, it has to be really good if I'm going to spend that amount of money on a fragrance, because now the designer brands and even like these fragrance mists that are coming out are honestly doing it for me right now. Like, those are really hitting, and I'm getting my gourmand fix from those, which I didn't used to get, and that's why I would buy so many niche perfumes. But these I love so much that I just had to have a full size. So these I definitely think are worth it. Okay, let's talk about this one right here. So this one I picked up to support my friend Sheree. So Sheree has a YouTube channel here. I'll link it down below, and she also reviews perfume. She definitely does more of the designer and luxe perfume. So definitely check out her channel if that interests you, but I love her so much. I've met her multiple times. She's always at the same YouTube events I go to in New York or LA, so I always love seeing her. So I had to support her new fragrance. She has a perfume with Navitas Parfums, and this is another kind of more niche brand. You can only shop that, I think, on their website. I think maybe Scent Split might have them as well, where you can sample, but I did pick up her scent Elan Noir Extrait de Parfum, and look at this bottle, y'all. This is huge. Oh my gosh, you should have seen the presentation. It came in a huge box, this huge bottle. This is a 4.2 ounce, so it's pricey, but you definitely get your money's worth here. That's one thing though I wish that Navitas would do, is smaller bottles, because sometimes like this is a lot of perfume for me, but if you're looking to get a bang for your buck, you definitely get a lot for the price point. Sheree is like the queen of smelling bougie and rich and beautiful, so I just knew that this was going to be good. But yeah, it was definitely unexpected, but I love it. Like, this is so unique and definitely smells rich, expensive, but I love that there is a cherry note in here. That is so good. Okay, let me spray a little bit. This is so strong, you guys. I'm only gonna spray a little bit on my hand because this intensity is insane. Oh my gosh. But right away I get like a dark cherry with like slightly woody tones. It is like rich, luxe, beautiful cherry. It's not super gourmand cherry like, let's say, Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I think that's one of her favorite perfumes, but it is giving expensive. You want to smell strong, hot, date night. Wow. this is perfect for that, and I cannot wait to wear it out because this is going to be definitely, I feel like it's going to be a compliment getter and a showstopper for sure. But yeah, it smells like unlike anything I have. Looking on their website, this one is sold out right now, but I think they do a restock. They do offer usually discounts as well. I know mine was 30% off since I ordered right away. This says it has opening notes of cherry, orange blossom, French blackcurrant, followed by peach, cherry, and Turkish rose, cherry liqueur, sandalwood, and Madagascar vanilla for the base. So many yummy fruity notes in here, but yeah, I feel like the standouts for me is definitely that delicious cherry, even the cherry liqueur, and I would say the sandalwood in here too, but it's not too heavy of a woody scent, if that makes sense, because the florals and the sweetness definitely balances it out a bit. But I think it's stunning. I am really impressed with this. Hopefully there is a restock soon if this is something you're interested in checking out. But congrats to my friend Sheree. I'm so excited that she just did her first fragrance collab launch with Navitus. Okay, lastly, I have been meaning to talk about this. I was meaning to do a banana fragrance video like all summer, and then I just kept pushing it off and pushing it off, and now it's fall and I feel like no one cares about banana scents. But I don't think I've talked about this on my channel yet, but this was going to be one of the stars of the video. This is from Profumo de Firenze. It's their Buontalenti, and it is a delicious banana. It reminds me of like a banana split. It is so good if you are looking for a gourmand banana scent. I love a banana note. I feel like it's very hard to do in fragrances, but I definitely can see more brands coming out with it, because like this year we got some, like the Marc Jacobs that I love so much. We had quite a few of banana scents, Ellis Brooklyn. So I feel like it's gonna also be a trending note into next year as well. But I do want to mention this fragrance. I did buy mine at the Luckyscent store, so you can definitely find it on there. And this one I feel like is designer price point. I think it's just over 100. So not terribly priced, just I would say a typical perfume price. But this is gorgeous if you want, like I said, a delicious gourmand banana. It's not really giving too much like floral or anything like that. I get fresh banana, like literally banana split. I smell chocolate. I get like a slight fruity note as well, and the banana is so creamy where it does give off like an ice cream feel. So that's why I describe this as like a delicious banana split. I would say the banana in this is not too overpowering either. If a banana note sounds kind of iffy to you, I feel like it blends really well with all the other things that are going on. But yeah, this is banana split in a fragrance. That's all you need to know. Pretty simple. This has notes of apricot, banana, red fruits, raspberry, coconut, vanilla cream, caramel, cookie, toffee, and mosses. I know it does not say chocolate, but let me tell you, I smell chocolate syrup. I do. It is delicious and has been one of my favorite banana scents that I have found. If you want something a little more unique, definitely one I would wear more in the summer with all those yummy fruits going on. But essentially the star of the show is definitely going to be that banana. Alright guys, so those are the fragrances I wanted to talk about today. I've been sitting on these and waiting to film this video. I usually do like a big new fragrance roundup. I decided to split it up this time because I do plan on doing a new at Sephora perfume roundup as well, because we have had so many perfume launches. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep up. I'm overwhelmed, but I really wanted to talk about these as well because I have tried a lot of those more niche scents. I'm always sampling, and these definitely were major hits for me. So let me know if you are planning to try any of these out, or have you already. Don't forget to check out Twisted Lily or Luckyscent. Links and codes are down below, and remember you can always sample too. Always sample before buying, since a lot of these are expensive, but I've had a lot of good luck with these. A lot of these are really heavy hitters, strong performers, and just very unique in my collection. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I actually did film this makeup look today, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.